Hey guys, it's Mike. I'm here. Thank God. And, God works in mysterious ways. I went to church on Sunday and I almost didn't make it because of drugs, but Pastor David, I want to thank him because he prayed for me. And there are certain times when I pray and it's just so like half-hearted that I don't even know why I do it. And then there's certain times that I pray and I almost start shaking and I just feel like this energy that is, supernatural, I guess you want to call it. I don't know, but you just know that it's not human, but it's like a work from God. And on Sunday, like, I was just so defeated, and I don't know if that's defeated. I was just I felt bad for what I did, and when I see the look in his eyes and the hope that he has for me, and then when he prayed and the words he said, and being next to my good friend, like I couldn't sit here and say I didn't feel anything, and I did. Like I actually felt like this guy knows what he is saying the word of God and the word to God, and I truly believed at that point that someone was listening, and it was God. And more so with my friend now, she gives me more hope than even he did, because the things she says and how she says them, I know that she doesn't lie, and she is a great person, and there's something very powerful about the things she says, and I believe them, and she gives me hope, because what she says only no one would know except God. And I think she's almost like an angel, but I don't want to say, that's kind of like blah, but sometimes when she says things, I'm speechless and I don't know what to say. And she honestly gives me hope to want to do different, and the look in her eyes makes me feel bad about what I did, but so hopeful for the future. And I believe she will help me help myself, and that helps me want to change, not just for her, but for myself. I want to, like, she shows me that I deserve better, and like there's people close to my life that I'm ready to move on from, because I know that they don't want to get clean. And this is a couple times a week that I do this makes me more sure than ever that I want to get clean. And I've never felt like this before. I'm just so tired of living the way I do that I don't care about the people I got to give up or people I got to lose. I just don't want to do this anymore. And when I sit down and think to myself, I'm like, Mike, am I lying when I say that? Am I saying that just because I want to get a shake or a nice... No, I'm not. I'm saying that because I want to get out of here, and it's not... it's like I said, it's not fun, but also, in order to get out of here, I do need God's help. Absolutely. I pray every day, a couple times a day, and everyone says that they work on their relationship with God, and I try to do that, because it's hard to form a relationship with someone that's not even there, or you don't even know it exists. But the way I've been feeling recently and how I feel, like there's nothing that ever made me feel that way. And then I just I don't want to be so negative anymore, and not, and just be like, oh God, that's not, God don't exist. It's whatever. It's not. But more so, the they say, what if you believe in God, you believe in the devil, and I believe that the devil has had his hold on me my whole life, and I think the only way I can get clean is with God, and I'm so thankful that I haven't lost my faith, because I know people that are just like, F God, and they're just like, that God don't exist, and I don't feel like, I think that I truly believe that there is something after this, and I desperately need, God's will, to God's strength, God's just in His path, and just to show me the way, like to help in every direction. And obviously I'm not, that person that everything I do I think about God, but I formed my own little relationship with Him enough to know that I need Him, and I never stop needing Him. I always need Him, and I think that He will help me out, get me out of this. I turned my back on God way too many times, and in the Old Testament He was very ruthless and very fire and brimstone, and but He forgives, and I know He forgives me for what I do, and He will continue to do so. But I can only speak for myself. I can't help others make that choice, and I'm ready to do that for the first time in my life. And I think about when I was younger, and people would say, not someone definitely not my family, but would tell me, just say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Maybe my grandmother would, but I was a little far gone for that by the time I lived with her. Well, no, I was right around that time. But I think about the whole, just say no, don't do it. And then you think about the flip side of that. Well, everyone's got to try it once just to see what it's like, experiment. And, I've talked to so many people that have just experimented. Like, yeah, I tried weed, I sniffed some coke, I even shot heroin, and it wasn't for me. Like, what? How is it not for you? And some people are just not, just don't have that addictive personality. Like, mine is just so addictive that I can get addicted to anything. And it's disgusting, really. I am such a weak person that for just to say no to drugs, absolutely. If you can go your whole life and never try a drug, and that way you can't remember what it was like, that is great, and more power to you. But today's day and age, the way they the way they look alcohol, the way they make alcohol look so good and cold, and of course I'm sure mostly everyone's gonna try alcohol. 99% of the people. Weed, that's legal now. So to just say no is nice. It sounds good. It should be good, but it's not realistic, because like even the other day here, like I went into the bathroom and these kids are in there, and I'm just like, yo, whatever you guys are doing, just keep doing. Like I don't care. But you can smell weed, and they were like probably 15 or 16-year-old kids, and they're in there, they're having a good time smoking weed, and I'm sure probably 1 out of the 6 is gonna end up where I'm sitting right now. I sniffed a little coke, and then I tried some Percocet, and then someone said that the heroin was just like the Percocet, and I did that, and 10 years later I am sitting here shooting 20 bags a day, and my arm is almost falling off, and I was that person that just tried weed and then just drank a little bit, But I couldn't forget what it made me feel like, and I wanted that. I didn't want to be sober, and I'm just saying but that's also how I felt. Like I don't like being sober. I don't know why, but I just, like I said, in jail I would have the funnest times of my life, and I was sober, but that's, even right now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I had some good times sober, but I don't like being sober, and then, I'm sorry, but like people like say, or the weekend warriors who just get high on the weekend, I don't know how they do that, because my weekend never stops, and I don't have any ability to try to pretend that I could just get high on Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday go to church and Monday go to work. I couldn't do that. I think some people, what the bottom line is, some people are just chemically different. They are different, chemically imbalanced, whatever you want to say, and they just can't control themselves. Like that song, I said, I wish that I knew what I know now when I was younger. Yeah, that's it. I do. Like, I wish that my dad would have told me, you know, heroin. You know what that is? That's it's not a joke. But he didn't. And then I tried it, and here I am. Man. Today's one of them days, I don't know, I feel bad about the things I did, and I'm just tired, and I want to thank all of you guys for your wishes and your prayers. I was reading them before I did this, and that means a lot. Like, you don't even know, like, what that helps me through the day, and I feel bad about, I just feel like I just didn't make any sense about what I said. I hope I did, but there's just so much going on in my head right now. I want to go get clean. I don't want to get high anymore. I don't want to leave this spot, really. I don't want to go back to where I just want to get clean. Can I just lay here and just get clean, and then 5 days later be good? But anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for real for your support and your wishes, and please continue to pray for me and my brother and my friend. And just take the time out of your day to thank God for everything, because He makes it happen. And just continue to do your best and love one another, and treat people how you want to be treated. That's what I always say. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and please subscribe, and until next time, I'm What Not to Do.